Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Marvel Jacob. Not a figure review this time, but I decided to give you a kind of a room tour. I may have done this before, but there have been a few changes, and I've added a couple new posters, which I think are pretty cool. So I figured I'd just show you around real quick. Some of the shelves might get a little dark, so I'll try to use a flashlight to brighten it up a little bit. But just bear with me on this one, guys. Now, I don't think you really seen this one before in all my videos. If you did, it wasn't for that long. It's the Avengers poster. Hopefully you got a good look at it right now. And one of the newest posters I got is the Dexter poster. Power Saw to the People. I mean, there's other Dexter posters or other images of him I'm sure I'd rather have as a poster. But I just seen this at a store and I naturally had to pick it up. I think it's pretty cool. And then, of course, I got the Breaking Bad Walter White Remember My Name poster. It's also the cover of the final half of the last season. It's a little Ghost Rider thing from Marvel Select. I saw that pretty cool, so I put it up there to fill the space. Then here's a Walking Dead poster. I believe this is from like the mid-season of season 3. An eye for an eye. Yeah, you can tell I was right at the mid-season when Governor brought Daryl in and he had him fight Merle for a little bit. It's pretty cool. And I'll get to the figures in a second, but then obviously I have the Marvel poster that everyone has. If you look at that. And I'll take you around here. This is just the Skyrim map. You know, it comes with the game. This particular one's from the Legendary Edition. And this is one of my favorite ones besides the Breaking Bad and Dexter one. It's the Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger. I think this might have been actually from Freddy's Dead. But, you know, I just made it into more of a general Nightmare on Elm Street poster, which I like. Pretty cool. I want to get a Jason one like that sometime too. I've seen one there, but wasn't there the last time I went to the same store, so hopefully I'll find it again sometime. And I've had this one for a while. It's just the War of the Monsters video game. I don't know if any of you guys remember it, but it's for the PS2 and things like that. Little I Am Legend poster right there. And if you open up the door here, you'll see the other guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. Okay, that's the posters. Well, actually, here's the spot by my bed I kind of wanted to show you too. Pretty good mix of things right here. You got Family Guy and the Ernie the Giant Chicken, and Peter. And then you got the little Jason Voorhees mask hanging in the middle. That looked pretty cool. And that's it for the posters. I'll give you a quick look at my figures I have on display right now. I have a lot more Marvel figures than these. I mean, I'll admit I can't get figures that often, but these are my favorite ones that I do have that I like to display, because I don't like cramming them all in there anymore. Because as you can see, I have a whole box full of them right here. But yeah, I got a little too crowded. So you got the Marvel Legends Black Panther. These right here are probably my favorite figures, at least as far as Marvel and superheroes go. So you got the Black Panther, Hasbro 2-pack Hulk, the X-Force Deadpool, the new Marvel Legends Mystique, which I did a terrible hair customization job on, but she still looks alright. She doesn't look too bad, does she? I kind of think I ruined the figure, but it doesn't look too bad, I don't think. I mean, I love the body mold. It's perfect for Mystique. And you got the Series 4 Marvel Legends Punisher right there. And you have the older 2-pack Hulk that came with the leader from Toy Biz. Still a really good figure. Then you got the one that came in the Monsters Marvel Legends pack, the Werewolf by Night. I love that comic book series from the 70s. Then up here on the top of the bookshelf, hopefully you're getting a decent look. You got the Merle and Daryl 2-pack. You got a little Peter Griffin thing going on in Cleveland. Then you got the Mezco stylized Leatherface. Pretty fun piece to have in your collection if you're a fan. Then you got the 10-inch, I think it's 10-inch Godzilla Final Wars. Big Japanese Godzilla fan, I own all the movies. Might show all 28 of them to you sometime, I don't know. Up to you guys. I don't know if you can see these really well. This is where a flashlight might come into play. Hopefully that helps at least a little bit. It's not the brightest thing, but... And you see you got the unmasked wolf right here, wolf predator. And then you got the alien warrior. And hopefully you can see him a little bit. You got the Dutch figure. I've had to get that. Then you got the concrete, not the concrete jungle, but the predator from the first movie that came with the alien in the 2-pack. Then you got the city hunter going on over there. Then you got the cloaked berserker from Predators. And if you move on down, you got my Nightmare on Elm Street display going on. And that's the Part 2 Freddy Krueger with alternate head and the alternate hand. It's pretty good. It's a really good figure. NECA did a great job with these. And this is the Mezco 12-inch Freddy Krueger. You know, it's alright. You know, I think the face could have been done a lot better, but it's still pretty cool. And this is a NECA Part 1 Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger figure with the arms, you know, from the scene in the alley. Classic. Really good figure. And then you come down here, you got the Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th shelf. And this is the Part 3 by NECA, I think. Yeah, it's a good figure. I wish the mask was a little bit different, but the face sculpt underneath is amazing. We'll probably do a review on that sometime. And this is one with some more battle damage, I guess, which basically just means more blood. And this is the Mezco Part 4 Jason Voorhees figure. This is the first one I ever got of him. Still a pretty good figure, I like it. And then the Thola DVD behind there is just the 3D Part 3 movie. And this is the NECA remake Jason Voorhees. I kind of misplaced the mask he came with. But I thought the face sculpt on him was even better, and this looks amazing. So grotesque and accurate, and this looks great. So I have no problem displaying him like that anyway. Then that one back there is the Jason Goes to Hell Mezco figure. It's pretty good. Not one of my favorite movies in the series, but good looking figure. Always kind of like the design, how the skin kind of grows over the mask. Pretty cool. And this is the Mezco remake Jason. You can see how much lesser it is than the NECA version here. But still, it's good, it's decent. And the shelf's more of just a miscellaneous. Yeah, you got the Mezco Wolfman there from the newer remake. And you got the Rob Zombie Michael Myers going on. Then you got the Terminator, I think that's from Part 2. Then you got the Part 2 Leatherface right there. Hopefully you can see him alright. I really like the chainsaw that came with this guy, though. Let me look at that. And this is the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, the one with Jessica Biel. And it's playing with the skin and the sledgehammer. And those are the figures I have on display. Like I said, I showed you the box, which is right down there. I have more, but I don't really like cramming them anymore. So I just display my favorite ones, like I said earlier. And these are my mainly my horror DVDs. I already showed you the poster, and well, I have the books right here. Confessions of a Murder Suspect, Confessions of Private School Murders. They're alright. They're not great, but they're alright. And then these two books, this Blood of Eden series, it's amazing. That's the first book, The Immortal Rules, the second book, The Eternity Cure. I think the third book, The Forever Son's coming out in April this year, so you definitely gotta get that when it gets released. It's a great series, I love it. Never thought I could enjoy a book so much. And then right here, might lean this one up a little bit more. The Robert Englund autobiography, Freddy Krueger, Hollywood Monster. Walk Down Elm Street with a Man of Your Dreams. Still need to finish that book, and this is just something I made at school before. It's a little werewolf thing. And this isn't really kind of horror, but it's the cane right there. And the rest of these are mainly horror DVDs. I'm wondering how well you guys can see them right now, but you can see you got American Mary right there. And you got 13 Eerie, both Catherine Isabelle. Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Freddy vs. Jason, Jason X. The new 2009 Friday the 13th remake. I definitely gotta get more Friday movies. I've seen them all, I just don't own them all. Definitely gotta fill out my collection a lot more of those. Then you got the His Name is Jason documentary. Sorry about this. Okay. His Name is Jason documentary, the AVP movies. The original, then the Requiem. And of course you got the Ginger Snaps trilogy with Catherine Isabelle. It's amazing. Some of my favorite horror movies. Especially the first and the prequel. And then you got 2 4-film favorites of Nightmare on Elm Street. It has all of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, so I have all of them. And it was really nice to find those. They're pretty cheap to get them all together. And then, of course, you got the remake Nightmare on Elm Street from 2010, I think, with Rorschach, Jackie Earle Haley. It wasn't bad, but still prefer Robert Englund. Then you got the 2 Rob Zombie Halloween movies. Probably gotta get a few of the originals sometime. Like I said, I've seen a lot more horror movies. I just don't own a good amount of them, except the Nightmare on Elm Street stuff. And you got the original Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got Predator 2 and Predators with Adrian Brody, which I didn't really like that much. And you got, this one's not a horror movie. It's with Catherine Isabelle. It's called Show Me. It's a really good movie, though. It's more of like a drama or a thriller. It has a couple really good twists in it. I love Catherine Isabelle, as you might already know. And you got the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre in a special case. Then you got the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake with Jessica Biel. And then you got the new Texas Chainsaw movie from last year, which I actually liked. I liked the twist in it at the end. I personally really enjoyed it. And you got Zombieland. And I do have The Walking Dead seasons too, but I don't have them in here right now. Yeah, those are the horror movies I currently have. And you might have seen some random CDs on the other side there, but I'm not really too into music. But I listen to like Evanescence sometimes, or I'll admit I listen to Taylor Swift once in a while. Like I said, I plan on getting more Friday the 13th movies. I really need to fill up my collection. I've seen them all, but I really need to own them. You know what I mean? And that's really the room tour. I mean, I'll give you a quick 360 spin if you really want to see. Yeah, so I kind of made it out to be bigger than it actually is, but I like my little room I got here. And of course, you got the TV if you didn't really show you that. It's pretty nice, but the HD thing's got messed up on it. And we got some video games. Old PS2 and Xbox ones down there, then 360 stuff. We might talk about some of these games at some point, I'm not sure. And that's pretty much it. Well, I guess that does it for the room tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. At least seeing the figures I have on display anyway. Oh yeah, I don't really know if I showed you the little DC thing I have. Yeah, I have more DC figures than this. These are just the ones I display. Sorry for the dust or anything. Anyway, I just don't want to overcrowd. I already stated that. But and now it does it for the room tour. So I'll catch you guys next time, maybe with the figure review, or I might even talk about Jesse Eisenberg being cast as fucking Lex Luthor. But hey, we'll get into that another time. And peace.